Diana Ross. I mean, to me, she is one of the most glamorous, woman in the world in many ways. She's a real diva in a great way, and I've always found her to be nice and sweet and glamorous and fun. So I think she's really working right here. And this was, I believe, at the Costume Institute in New York. And Jane Fonda. I mean, Jane Fonda is, for all the guys, Jane Fonda is the most glamorous and exciting woman. And she's really, if you had to think of like 10 women in the world that were the most, had the most credentials, I think I would have to pick Jane Fonda as one of them. She stood up against, a certain mockery to try to change things, and even though it didn't work, she got a bad rap, but she's still, I like her a lot. I got to have lunch with her. I won a lunch. This is a funny story, but I was at an event. I was seated at the head table, and it was for the firemen or something. Oh, it was for pregnant women, sorry. And somebody said, oh, $2,000, $3,000, and finally got to like $4,000, and I'm sitting next to like Kenneth Cole, and she said, come on, Jane's going, come on. In Atlanta, they paid $20,000, $30,000 to me. So I decided, all right, so I did, and they go, Patrick McMullan, $5,000 for Patrick McMullan. Everybody looked at me, and that was it. I won the bid. So I went lunch with Jane Fonda, and it was really great. But if anyone has ever been in that moment where you think, this is good, I'm just going to keep it going, be ready to have the money, because anyway, a lot of pregnant women had their babies that year. So anyway, that was kind of good. But she's a very nice woman, Jane. Kate Moss. Kate Moss in the background is Vivienne Westwood. Kate Moss to me is a real, she just oozes glamour. She's got the substance, she's got the style, and she just has the glamour. She knows how to make the best of a moment. She loves what she does. She loves being a model. She loves wearing and being, and you just want to hug her and squeeze her. She is a really nice person. I've always really liked her. She's not nutty as people make her out. She's very professional, and she's gorgeous. And this was a fun moment. This was like backstage, like at one of these things here, and that's Sandra Bullock and Gwyneth Paltrow and and Selma, sorry. But they were all sitting there, very nervous, reading their scripts and reading what they had to say. So I said, God, this is so. I was backstage too, which is where I like to be a lot of these shows. I said, you guys are so serious. Come on, we gotta take a picture. So I think I kind of lightened them up. And then they all started talking after that. I guess they figured they knew the script. So it was kind of a nice moment. Oh, this was Joan Rivers also. She's my favorite because and of course, Little Kim is glamorous. You can't say she's not glamorous, but even Joan is questioning whether or not that glamour works for her. They were going to trade outfits. So I think Joan said, why don't we trade outfits? But they didn't. But I love Joan. She's really fun, and Kim really gives it up. She really, when she dresses for fun, and that's glamour. Red hair, white hair, it's all glamour. Here's another picture of two of my favorite young girls, Nikki and Paris Hilton, and friends. And these girls I've known forever, and I know their lovely mother, Kathy, and their father, Rick. But they always dress so great, and they always pose because I taught them how to pose. So when they see me and they see a photographer, they know to pose. That's a polite thing to do. So I always get nice pictures of them because they're so sweet. And here, it's a little washed out here, but there's Kathy Hilton in the middle with Paris and Nikki. And that was at the Plaza when they were all, at the Waldorf Astoria, which is a Hilton hotel, and they were all living there, kind of doing living out of a hotel. It's a great, cute picture, I think. And this is another one of my favorite pictures, because this is the first big event after 9/11. It was a big event, and everybody really wanted to just, no one knew what to do. But in the city after 9/11, if you were in New York, it was a really frightening time. And this was a big event. It was New Yorkers for Children. And, everybody, we all said, we're going to do this party because otherwise everybody's out of business. So Muffy Potter Astor was on the right, who's a good friend of ours, and Kathy both wore the same Catherine Malandrino dress, and so it really was funny. I said, look, you guys gotta look at each other. And it was not like that popular dress, but it was, we were all trying to be patriotic, and I love that moment. It really was a cute moment, and there, this is, to me, it shows like, we're alive, we're here. And it was a good moment. And there we have some more supermodels. Also, some of the original supermodels there. That's, of course, I can't think of it. See this? Yeah, Linda and Amber. Linda Evangelista and Amber. So I know them all, but I get shook this year. And of course, we know who this is, right? The beautiful Nicole Richie, looking very, very fine. When I first met Nicole, I met her backstage at a fashion show, and she was, with, I think she might have been with Nikki Hilton, but she was definitely not a glamour girl at that time, but she picked it up, and she certainly is one now. Oh, this is Lisa Edelstein, and I've known since she was like 15, back in the days when she was just Lisa E., the party club girl. Now you can see her as Dr. Cuddy on the TV show House, and she was supposed to be here tonight, but I don't think she'd come because they're filming her big scene. She's got some big scenes coming up. And there's also at Morton's, that is Kate Hudson, looking fabulous. And also one of my favorite glamour girls is Gwen Stefani. And she really is, this was the line that she designed for Lamb, and she really is great. She's a great talent, always puts it out.